It doesn't matter what type of foundation you have. It doesn't matter where you came from. It matters where you're going. Nobody wants to be in the position where they're watching videos on how to do better after a narcissistic relationship has ended. How do you even get here, right? And where am I? What world am I in that this happened? Let's talk about the calm abuser. You know that one, the one that never gets angry, never raises his voice, and actually uses his calmness as a weapon. He stays composed on purpose because if he can actually get to push every single button that you have so that he can get you to react, then he can go ahead and say, see, look how emotional you are. Look how unstable you are. He provokes the explosion and then points out your reaction as the reason why you are the problem. Staying calm doesn't mean that person is someone healthy. Sometimes it just means that they are calculated. They're very swift manipulators. Let's just call them that. And that not only creates for that situation to be very hard for the survivor to go through, but it also cements the way that you view them. From now on, you're gonna see them as the person that is composed, as the person that is rational, and you're gonna see yourself as the irrational person. That manipulation is gonna start transforming the way that you see yourself. You're gonna start seeing yourself as the one that always has it wrong, that you can't get anything right, that whatever you say has double meaning, that it doesn't make any sense. It's gonna start happening in a way that your whole reality is going to shift. Okay, and that's what happens after the honeymoon phase, and they start working on bringing you down. They brought you up to the heavens, they brought you up, 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 and you were so high up there that you were like, I can never fall. And then they start chipping at you little by little by little by little, and then you start becoming this little minimal part of who you were. Yourself is still there, completely there, but it's all hidden inside now because it is safer to hide yourself, to no longer show up as yourself with this person and the world at large, right? Because eventually you start not showing up as yourself everywhere else. How many times have you heard of some women that had incredible careers? They had amazing careers and they started dating this guy. It was the whole, this is amazing, love bombing, everything is awesome. Then little by little, they started becoming a shell out of themselves. Because of the way that they were feeling, they may not start showing up to work, they may be missing some projects, their brain fog is just really hard, and they're not able to show up as they did in the past. They're not able to project themselves in the way that they used to. Now it's the time to start recognizing this was not you. If you look at yourself how you were before you met this person, and who you are today, and who you are after this person, and how you're trying to find yourself, that in itself is a huge, huge upper hand that you have to this narcissistic person. It's going to be hard because you're going to be a little bit confused. And I want to reassure you that you are going to find your spot. That whole dizziness that you are feeling in this moment, it's just part of the detox process. If you ever went through any type of detox, you have to let it out. All of that toxicity has to get out of your system. Who's gonna have amazing, happy thoughts when they are feeling ill? When you are not feeling so great, you're not really yourself. You don't want to go out, you don't want to do things, you just want to lay there and do nothing and just take care of yourself. You haven't been taking care of yourself because you've been taking care of him, right? Your whole relationship was based on you. Stop caring about yourself. You no longer exist. You exist only for the sole purpose of taking care of that person. And we're coming back now to help you redirect all of that energy that you put into that relationship and put it back into yourself. Recognize who you are, because you are a completely different person that started dating him 22 years ago, could be 2 months ago, could be 2 weeks ago. The type of damage that these people do, primarily the calm ones, the coverts, the ones that don't really look like they are narcissists, takes time to detox out of your body. So you gotta start believing yourself, listening to our gut, which is not something that you have been doing. Our energy as females is our sacral area, which is right here where your gut feeling, the sense that they say that females have. When we are in any type of relationship that is toxic, that is not healthy for us, we stop listening to our gut. For the sake of keeping peace, we're socialized to keep everybody happy, put ourselves second. That's pretty much what we're socialized to do. You did nothing wrong. You did what you had to do. You did what you were pretty much brought up to do as a female. You did it because it was survival. It was just straight up survival. Recognize right now that yes, you are going to be going through a little bit of a haze, a little bit of confusion, and it's going to pass. It's very cliche, this too shall pass. We don't believe it. We don't believe that time can heal all wounds, but the truth is that it does. As you continue to work on yourself and you continue to gain back the control by stopping the confusion and watching these videos, watching other videos on YouTube, reading articles, looking at other people, which looks like we're all dating the same person because this is a personality issue. So it looks like we all dated the same guy. It kind of does. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to regain control of yourself, regain control of your thoughts, and allow yourself to recognize that, yes, they were things that were very confusing, but you got it now. That's in the past. If you're gonna make it through this and make the best out of this, recognize that the time that you are spending right now is time that is actually going to help you build yourself better. Here in California, we have buildings that were built a very long time ago, and we have a lot of earthquakes. The way that I like to express this is that the foundation when these buildings were made were not conducive to earthquakes. If an earthquake comes, they can fall down because the foundation was not made for earthquakes to come. What they do is they start retrofitting and helping the building be set up in a way so yes, the foundation is not good. It's never going to change. But they retrofit the building so that the building can withstand an earthquake even though the foundation is not good. And that's the way that I want you to start looking at yourself. Even if your foundation was not good, let's say your childhood was not good, or this relationship, you're looking at this as the foundation of you in relationships. The truth is that you can have the most horrible foundation ever, and you can still retrofit yourself with all of this stuff that you're doing to be able to help yourself withstand whatever comes your way. And there's going to be times that you're going to believe some not so great things about yourself, because guess what? You are a human being, and human beings just have negative thoughts. That's just what happens. It's part of our brain. We can't all be happy all the time. That's just not possible because we are human beings. When you allow yourself to have all of these feelings and all kinds of emotions, that's when you're going to grow. That might take some time, and that's totally okay. Truth is that person is never going to have the capability that you have. They're going to stay down here. They're never going to go back up. We can go down, they can trim us down all the way to their level, but we always been up and higher. And we can still go up and higher. If anything, we're gonna be much better because now we have all of this experience under our belt. We're gonna be able to catch up to BS a whole lot easier than we did before we met this person. I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna be providing with as much information as I can for you to be able to be on this journey and do better. My goal here is to show up and keep showing up for you. I'm gonna be here in my car, and some days I'm gonna be looking a little sketch. But what matters is what comes out of my mouth. I just want to show up for you. Because guess what? When your friend needs you, you're not going to be like, oh my God, wait a minute. I got to put mascara on. I got to put my face together. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this person fell. I'm going to go and help them back up. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I don't care what I showed up as. And I hope that you don't care either. And that you keep coming. You can do it. You can totally do this. It doesn't matter what type of foundation you have. It doesn't matter where you came from. It matters where you're going. Just for me to be able to talk to you and get yourself right back up where you belong. All right, y'all, do this as a binge session for yourself. Keep looking up other videos and come back again for the next one. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.